Hey guys, just going to do a couple recaps real quick. Going to go to PXMD right here. If you want to just look at a slow, simple chart, 5 minutes are always good. 5 minutes basically shows you the run up and after hours yesterday, and then finally started stair-stepping up before the open. Didn't have a lot of juice. It did retrend one more here, target one, and it's doing it again. Those are all good. We're going to go to NXPL. I think somebody was saying something, and then when I looked at it, it was shorting, and then this is the only thing that possibly looked like it was setting up, but it did have no follow through to come back up here, so it just died off, no big deal. That's just a target one on pre. So you can look at target one right here. There's your target one pre-breakout over the highs of after hours yesterday in the 4 o'clock a.m. trade. BNF, not going to look at it. ALR, Allure. So here I'll draw the trend line. I think Matt had that on there real quick. And then there's your stair stepper up. So I would do it backwards right here. You probably just got a target one right there. Yes. So I think everybody just expects everything to trade. I've just noticed over a year, target one, bounce, and then if it can go again, good. There's a trader I watched yesterday, Be the Trader. He likes that up, down, he actually buys here to go back up. But if you saw this candle give up almost a half of this candle on this candle, that's kind of tells you your sign it's kind of dead. HKD, I was actually hoping for a little bit more on this because this is a stock that ran before, but it looks like they changed their float. So when stocks change their float, otherwise if you had just looked at this high, draw a real boring trend line because it's really slow and slopey, you got nothing on that trade, so you shouldn't have touched it. Also, if you looked at the first run up right here, it did do its 2 targets yesterday and did not regain anything today. GL, I watched this because we had a guy there, John Grizz, and it was pretty good because financially it was a good stock. It was a little higher priced, but at the end of the day, once you get over PDT, you're actually not going to care about price anymore. You're going to actually care about movement. I didn't get this move right here, not going to lie, but I waited for the open. And he said, let it shake out 5 minutes, and look what happened in 5 minutes, and then it started stair-stepping back up again. So letting that sucker shake out, or you could have just got a quick scalp here, but letting it shake out and rebuild. I love those, especially on a Friday. Friday, which you'll notice a lot of drab at the open, and then regains at previous supports. So right here, somebody put an order in for that, and it came and eventually grabbed it and popped right back up for like a $2 grab. So otherwise, just look for a retrend up. You can see this stair stepping up. Sadly, what you're looking at is a 5 minute. So if I looked at a 1 minute, these are just stair stepping up on a 1 minute. HUBC did do a move in pre. That's the one I thought it was going to do, because if you look at the day before, and I posted it and then went for a walk with a coffee, and you come back and you didn't get the 20 cents you told everybody it was going to go. And then at the open, it did open up, dip, and rebeat, and made a nice spacious trade here. Spacious trade is when it's an open range market after the first 5 minute. If you want to know, this is one of the highest probability trades. Once a stock market opens up 5 minutes, and if it can beat the next 5 minutes, it usually goes back and tests the high of the day, which was pre-market at this point. ZPTA, that one died off. That was a mark I thought would have gone, and I did draw one on PXD at the open and did get my target one trade here. And it did try to do one more target. It's cheap enough for people to buy it. And then the baller of the day, I'm going to look at it on 3-time charts for you, is Rent the Runway, and here it is. So today, if you'd have done it and you heard a halt, cool. So this is how you trade a halt. Stock goes up, halts, cool. I expect a pullback. And it goes back down, and then it comes up here, and then re-breaks here and goes to another halt. It actually halted somewhere right above here, came up, did a gap fill right here, and then continued to go down. So if you're going to do anything with these stocks, you put alerts at the top, maybe a little time to give yourself a little time to get in. And then the other one is to put one at a previous support that came up here and see if it can grab and bounce. And if you look, at these 2 wicks. Somebody in this candle made $3 just to put an order down here. Somebody grabs it. That's probably a shorter, just saying, hey, instant profit. And it goes right back up during that 5-minute candle. So there's other tactics you can learn. I didn't do that tactic. I did scalp a lot here in this area. So there's a level at the 2670 that just kept going pop, pop, pop over and over again. So that's the one I got. And you'll see the stock dying off. That was the last move. You'll see something else telling you it was the last move. And what else? Oh yeah, I wanted to look at it on the 1 hour. Or I think the 5-minute, let me just zoom way back. Way back. So you can look like a 2 or 3 day runner look here, okay? All right, so here we go. And look exactly that blue line, but look at the run up. Was based on this run up at after hours on, let's say Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. So look, target 1, crazy bombastic. Yes, it did go more. Good for it. I know it usually goes more, but look, it tested and failed. Did a little more in after hours and then it fell down. But look, it held these gains right here. It's also above one beautiful thing that you should use in your trading is the 200. If it's above the 200, good. If it's going away from the 200, good. That's the moving average of 200 candles backwards. And look, it just held those gains. And then this morning it got a lot more interest again and ran 3 runs. 1 here, 2 here, the 3rd one here. And look, right here, and right here. And it's just a target based on afternoon of Wednesday. So that's a big look on that one. So use multiple time frames, and also I like to keep my fibs on some run-ups, and then you get a little surprise today. You're like, well, why did it go to that target? Well, that's why. And it doesn't have to, but it is kind of crazy that somebody came up with some numbers in the 12th century to actually produce some trades to the penny. So human psychology, I think that's what he fixated. And then maybe everybody else is using it, and thus, there you go. Self-fulfilling prophecy is when you think it is, it's going to. So by using this tool, maybe we're all doing it. So, hey, y'all have a great weekend. If y'all need any private help, reach out. Number is 281-250-9448, or look at that calendar link in the description. Y'all have a great weekend.